This is the Christmas special episode intro. Ding dong, ding dong. That's the Christmas one. That's the Christmas one.
This is already better than the last podcast. Okay, roll the intro music. I'm lying, we just did it. That's it, we're already going. Okay, Merry Christmas, everyone. This episode will be airing on Christmas, I guess. Yeah? Probably.
Merry Christmas.
I mean, who even cares? We're recording this back-to-back with another podcast and just downing more Smirnoff Ice, so...
Yeah. So, Christmas is a time of year where we celebrate a baby boy being born unto us, Lord Jesus Christ.
Why is it not a baby girl?
I've been saying this for years.
Are you sure that Jesus wasn't female?
To be honest, I'm pretty sure it weren't real to begin with.
Nice.
I mean, we get a day off. We get a few days off actually, don't we? Yeah. So we get days off for an imaginary baby being born. So fucking lit, mate.
Fucking lit, bro. So when we knew we were doing a Christmas podcast, which was like 12 minutes ago, I quickly Googled a bunch of shit to do with Christmas so we could talk about it. So I'm now going to put that on stream and we'll just have a chat about it. Why not? Good. A little chatteroo. Yeah. That's what posh people sound like.
I know, I've heard them. They sound disgusting.
Speaking of posh people, The Guardian says, festive stress, why the Christmas season can be anything but merry.
Did you know that there is a lot more suicides around the Christmas time?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I fucking hope I'm one of them this year.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I see why. I strongly, get seasonal depression. I feel way worse in winter than summer.
Yeah, the weather's shit. You want to go out and get stuff for your family, but you can't because you're fucking poor.
Yeah.
It's, but I think a lot of it's got to do with media as well, because everybody depicts Christmas as being like this happy, joyous time where people are gathered around eating turkey with the family, and a lot of people are separated from the family. They're not on good terms with the family. So it's... I'm not saying that the media should be held accountable. I'm just saying that a media plays a big role on that. Not to their fault. Just it can contribute to people feeling like shit. Because if you're getting down in the dumps and then you turn the TV off and then the first thing you see is a full family eating fucking turkey together and being smiling and happy.
It's weird because it's almost like Christmas has taken the piss out of you when you're like that.
Well, I mean Valentine's Day does that as well, doesn't it? For all you fucking incels out there that are like, I can't find a woman, and then you slap on the TV and there's Timmy Turner noshing off with some fucking slag. It's
oh, Jesus.
It can be a bit disheartening for you. So when I get it.
Do you know what I don't like about Christmas? Right,
brain flapping.
Yes, that's what I don't like about Christmas. What I don't like about Christmas is the pressure of the gifts, right? I don't like birthdays and everything like that. And it's straight off.
Keep going. I'm going for it. Yes, keep
I need
talking.
to piss too. Should we just have some dead air while we both go?
Can we take this to the?
No.
Oh.
Don't touch that. I'll keep flapping my gums while you do that, and then you can flap your fat gums while I do it. Yeah, I don't like. It's like something Sheldon says on The Big Bang Theory. Where it's like, bazingoid. No, that's not what I mean. He doesn't like gift giving because you have to match the value and the thought level and all of that sort of thing. And it's just a big stress. It takes a lot of money. It's a massive stress. It's annoying. I see why in the movie Christmas with the Cranks they wanted to skip out on Christmas. Gonna be honest. So. Yeah, that's my problem with Christmas. I tend to flip-flop between liking it and not liking it each year, and this year I'm sort of feeling not liking it. I kind of just want it to be over with. I kind of want this entire year to be over with, not going to lie. It's been a terrible year.
I just remembered an entire topic I wanted to talk about on the last podcast.
Is it Christmassy?
No.
Banned. Not happening. You can say what it was while I go wee, and then we'll get into more
I
Christmas things.
rewatched Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Last Bender.
Avatar: The
I
Last
wanted to
Bender.
talk
The
about
anime
it,
or the movie?
The anime, because I'm not touching that movie because it's
Do a
fucking
quick
filthy.
one then while I.
Wait, no. I'll continue on from what you were just talking about.
Okay.
I'm not talking about. Well, I need to know what it was.
Oh, I was saying how this year's been terrible, and I'm not really. I've flip-flopped between liking Christmas and not liking it, and this year I'm not really feeling it, and I kind of just want the year to be over because it's all just been kind of trash.
Okay, I'll continue on from that then. This year's been fucking awful. It's been trash. It's not. I don't know if there's been any specific reason. Like, I just feel like overall, nothing's really happened. Specifically for me, in 2019 might have been or will have been somebody's year. I just think that specifically for me, this year's been pretty shit. Like, I've had, family troubles with people who I thought were like close friends of mine. Struggling to move on and be an adult has been a nightmare. Precious stuff like that. So I guess for me personally, this year's been fucking dog shit. But with me getting this card to say I can work on building sites, and maybe getting a job and moving on and moving out, maybe 2020 will be my year. And I'm not just saying that as a hopeless optimism thing. I'm saying that because there are things that are pointing towards it actually being my year. So
Even if it is hopelessly optimistic, I know what you mean. I kind of have a similar vibe. Like, there's been a lot of changes happening towards the end of the year, which kind of makes me think that the new year is going to be like a nice new start where you can work on like the next things that are happening in life. So that's a weird positive outlook, isn't it? Look at that. Right, let's look into some other weird Christmas bullshit.
stupid shit.
So I've loaded up the Christmas hashtag on Instagram, and well, I want to.
Let me tell you, I fucking wish he hadn't.
What is this?
Oh no! Get that off! That can't be on stream.
What is it?
That.
What?
That!
Is that?
It's gross.
It's just some girls dressed for like a dance recital.
Yeah, but they're too young. Get them off.
Okay.
They're in revealing clothing. Twitch will ban us.
For the podcast people, that's going to sound way worse than it was. It wasn't that revealing at all.
Well, no, but it's like some. It was spanned. I don't know. I don't want to see little girls in tight clothing. Do you?
No, hence why I've scrolled on.
Ah, good. Ah, yeah, I'll say anything. He'll say anything, the fucking pervert.
Yeah, I mean, the Christmas hashtag on Instagram is kind of just...
That dog's just done a load of gear.
There's a dog with, like, a snowy
Snow on
nose.
his nose. Where's it been
Wait
snowing?
a minute. There's some Indian man just posing in a very hot place in front of a
It is
temple.
Christmas in my country.
Adoya.
Adoya is celebrating Christmas. Fuck yeah, Adoya.
No, that's the place.
Oh, wait, the place is Adoya. Adoya, I hardly know you.
There's even stuff like a Nissan GTR in the sun. It's like, what's Christmassy
Merry
about
Christmas.
this? But sometimes you just get people playing on the hashtag, and a lot of the time it's just, look how good my life is. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. Likes, please.
Trump hates immigrants. Ha, Christmas.
Oh my god. So there's like a woman stood
Oh
in
my
the crotch
God.
of a giant Santa.
Look at the Santa's face as well, though. That's
Oh,
just. Oh.
That's weird. Speaking of Santa, why don't we tell a story of Tourette's Santa?
Oh, well, there's not really much to tell us, though. We just
Just tell about Tourette's Santa.
We just had an old, like, animatronic Santa thing that was in, like, this sleigh, and it was just like a little, it was a little Christmas decoration. And it had spurg out every now and again. Because,
Yeah,
like,
he'd be looking like it was meant to look like he was like painting,
he was
a
painting
doll.
a doll, yeah.
And he's like, he would move like it was animatronic, and it'd put the paintbrush to the doll and then like move it away.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where the gears were kind of fucked, didn't it? And it'd get to the look like he's about to paint it, and instead of pulling away, he'd just like jerk away really quick.
You go, ah! He got scared of the doll with the painting. So he started calling Tourette Santa. That's pretty much it. But.
It's quite funny. God, I had something else then. Oh, there's it reminds me of like Christmas at Dad's that, and there's an iconic photo of you first meeting Santa, and
Oh,
you know the one where you're just going,
yeah,
like your mouth's like wide open. It's really fun. It's such like an innocent child thing.
Yeah.
Who would have thought you would turn out like this mess?
Did you say this mess?
This mess.
Who would have thought on Christmas you would have turned out like this mess?
That's not what I said, but yes.
Yeah, I sometimes imagine like if like I had some sort of time traveling device, just like me traveling back in time just so I could see me when I was younger, but like I also want my younger self to see me, like obviously now with my shaved head and I've got a bit of a beard, and I always imagine, even though I stopped smoking, I always imagine myself smoking just because it adds that sort of level of disparity and like despair to me. So like this little kid's gonna look at me and go, I wonder why that guy looks so sad and just, not happy. And then, he becomes that guy.
Yeah.
The tragedy being that he is that guy.
He is that guy.
Yeah.
Oof. Wow, that's Stephen King level horror right there.
Yeah, and he crawls up to you and he says the N-word.
He says, never.
He says, never more. Quoth the
Nevermore.
Quoth the Jordan. Nevermore.
Okay.
Quoth the Baldy. Nevermore.
So, I've got another dumb Christmas thing for us to do. It is a BuzzFeed quiz of how normal are your Christmas food opinions.
Is Eggmore.
Is Eggmore.
Eggmore.
Yeah. Are these even getting us drunk? I don't know. Is eggnog good or gross? What you voting?
What is eggnog?
It's that drink, isn't it? That
I know,
alcoholic.
but what's in it? Egg.
Egg. It's like eggs, alcohol, and like spices.
I've never had it, so I wouldn't know.
It's gross.
Okay.
It's kind of gross. Is fruitcake good or gross?
I don't like fruitcake. I
don't
it's gross.
either.
I think it's gross.
I think it...
And 80%
Most
of the
people
do
think
that.
Christmas stuff's gross right now.
Most
Candy
people
canes.
think Christmas is gross.
What do you think?
They've given us a third option here of kind of meh instead of good or gross, and I'd go for kind of meh.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah. They're just like disappointing, aren't they? It's kind of sweet, but like...
What about candy canes that come in non-peppermint flavours?
What?
Well, that's what it fucking says there. So, what about candy canes that come in non-peppermint flavours?
The fuck? Do they normally come in? To me, they just taste like sugar normally.
Why are we doing anything on BuzzFeed? Their articles are dog shit.
Because,
our
podcast dog shit,
yeah,
so
our
we're going to
podcast
match
is
it.
also dog shit, yeah. I'd put worse than regular candy canes because they've only
Sure.
given us the 3 options.
Good.
Okay.
Who thinks those are good? Fucking freaks. How do you feel about gingerbread cookies?
I love, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
We're going good on gingerbread cookies. Ginger.
Yeah.
I mean, gingerbread men, but yeah. Which is worse, eggnog or fruitcake?
Oh,
See-
fruitcake. I'd say fruitcake.
Yeah,
I've not even tried
eggnog's
eggnog.
at least got alcohol in it.
Yeah.
So fruitcake. Which is worse? We've just said that fruity candy canes are worse than peppermint candy canes. So, which is worse, candy canes or gingerbread men?
Definitely candy canes.
canes are worse. Which is worse, fruitcake or gingerbread men?
Definitely
Fruitcake. Which is worse, candy canes or eggnog? I'd probably rather have eggnog.
I'd rather have eggnog because...
Wait.
What?
Is that noise coming from your head?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's the bottle cap on
Yeah,
your head.
yeah,
I thought that was just the noise your hair was making.
No, my hair...
Make that noise near the microphone. Nice.
Yeah, good.
So I'd say candy canes are worse than eggnog.
Yeah.
I don't really even like eggnog, but at least it's booze.
65% of the people that took this said that eggnog is worse. We need to make eggnog and try it and see if it's any good.
God, we can't make it. We need to get someone to make it for us.
We can put Smirnoff Ice in it.
Sponsored by Smirnoff Ice, but not really. Which is worse, candy canes or candy corn? They both taste the same to me, and candy cane's got a worse form factor. I like the bite-sized version of candy corn, so... Well, there we go.
Well, apparently we were wrong.
Wasn't that terrible?
Yeah, that was shit. Thanks, BuzzFeed.
Well done, BuzzFeed. You are shit. So...
That were it. That were all you pulled up, innit it?
Yeah, but I've got more. It's fine.
You've got more. Okay, go
Yeah,
on.
I've got more things to talk
We've
about.
got the story about how he pissed on a homeless man, but I'm pretty sure we've said that numerous times on this stream and podcast.
That's kind of a Christmassy
It is
story,
because
isn't
we
it?
came out of the Christmas pantomime.
Yeah.
That poor fucking dude. I hope he's not on the streets anymore. I hope he found a really good life and he managed to move on from 2 fucking kids pissing on his face while he slept.
We didn't piss on his face.
I was
Just
aiming
pissed
for
on
it.
his. You didn't even piss on him. You were pissing in a bush, and I pissed
No,
on his.
I was walking. You know what? I don't think I actually pissed on him. I think I was whipping out my massive child cock, and he was rising, and then I ran.
was rising.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, that's a story that if you want to know that, just listen to every other podcast we've ever done because it's going to be in one of them.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say was, what I remember about the old school dumb Christmas podcast things we did ages ago.
Yeah.
It was literally, it would have been 4 years ago now.
Fuck me.
I know, it doesn't
Yeah.
feel that long ago. They're still on YouTube if you want to have a look. They're probably fine. I don't think they'd be that embarrassing.
When can I legally drink? Oh, it was 8. Wait. When can I legally drink? 18.
18?
18, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Why
For
did you
some reason I
forget
was thinking
that?
16. I don't know why. I was just thinking I could drink at bars when I was 16 years old.
No.
What, I don't know.
What, did you just go? Yeah. So one of the things I remember from that was we would like go over like things from the past year. So we'd say like what's our favourite and least favourite movie and like music and like
I can
TV
do-
show
I
and
can do
games and that.
I can do all that. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to start with?
I don't know. It's up to you. You remember it all.
I think we should do music because it's not like as interesting. most
What
of the
is
time.
my favourite music?
Yeah, like sort of either an album or a single or an artist or something.
You know,
You
I
could
don't
start
think-
with best or worst. It's fine.
I don't know if anything's been released this year that I think's particularly good.
And that is something to premise it with. It does have to be something that's come this year, not just something
Okay,
you've got into this
There was
year.
some Tyler the Creator stuff that came out. I think his new album came out this year, which some of them I thought were pretty good. This Boy Is a Gun was pretty good, and also This Boy Is a Gun pretty much confirmed that he was bisexual, because that's been I'm not saying that's like a good or a bad thing about the music, you know, but it's been a rumor that's been floating around for a while, and it's pretty much confirmed that he's bisexual.
Yeah.
Just from, because basically the story of the not so much the song, but definitely the music video is basically this guy who is Tyler losing his boyfriend because his boyfriend is wanting to get back with his ex-girlfriend. So, you know, it pretty much confirmed that he was bisexual. And also it's a pretty good song, and so is Earthquake, which came out this year. So
Oh yeah, I know that one. That was the Tiny Temper one, am I right?
yeah.
Tiny Temper's Earthquake.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. I can't-
Did you have any like least favourite music? Is there had been like a song that's like just pissed you off?
There is one song that came out this year which fucking infuriates me. I don't know what it's called, but it's this woman, and she sings like a fucking idiot, and like literally all I know from it is like
Do an impression of
the
it.
doobie doobie dabby day. That's the song. That's the song. I can't remember what it's called. I can't.
Doobie doobie
Yeah.
doobie dabby day.
She sang it.
It sounds exactly like it.
No, it actually does. I swear to God, it sounds like that.
Oh, someone's gonna know what that
Dance
is.
for me, dance for me, dance for me. Ooh yeah.
Oh, is it number one at the minute? Is it popular now?
It's actually number one. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill myself.
Is it this
Is
one?
it? I think it's Dance Monkey. Yeah. Play a little bit for me.
I think it's this one. Let's see. I'm playing it now.
That's it.
It is. This is number one in the charts right now. It's number one in the charts right now.
I think she's so infuriating the way she sounds.
It's pretty bad. Let me just listen to a bit more.
How is this number one in the charts?
She does
She's
sing
so,
like-
yeah.
She does sing like that.
A doobie dabby day. So she's. That's not me. The lid's still on this. So I'm trying to drink it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. We actually analysed that in one of my classes at university.
Yeah. No, whenever I hear it come on the radio or anything, I get violent. I start swinging at stuff. It pisses me off. It's like
Only when it comes on the radio.
Yeah.
You play it yourself, it's...
no, I'll play it myself and then I'll enter some sort of rage-induced psychosis.
Oh dear. Well, I don't think I've had any music that I've not liked this year particularly. Oh, actually, right. Okay, so music that I have liked. There's a band called Waterparks that are really good.
Yeah.
Right, all their stuff's great. But their latest album's called something. It's called something. Hold on, let me find this.
It's called Doobie Dabby.
It's weird because they released it in weird chunks. So it's called Fandom, because I thought it was called High Definition, but that's one of the tracks on it, and I don't know. But it's so good. It's just perfectly my style. The writing's really good. All the arrangements really creative. The production on it is great. It's like when you listen to it, it's louder than other tracks without being without losing clarity and things like that. It's just really good. It's like the pinnacle of kind of pop punk type stuff. What? Why are you smiling at me being happy about something?
I'm not
You're
smiling.
just getting ready to shit on it, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm not smiling at you. I keep thinking Doobie Dabby Day in my head, and it's making me smile.
But my favourite. That's my favourite music from this year. High Definition.
I can
by,
promise
not
you
High
I
Definition.
didn't listen to
Fandom
a word of
by
that,
Waterparks.
by the way. I
fucking care.
tuned out for the
Fucking
past
care
2
about
minutes
you.
just to think about Doobie Doobie Day.
My least favourite music that I think has come out this year is something that... do you remember me telling you that I did a reaction to this grime track on YouTube and people were hating on it?
I don't remember that now.
Let me show you. There's a rap group called NSG.
Yeah.
And they're quite popular apparently. And their fans they're fucking dumb, most of them apparently. Because was it this one? OT Bop? Yeah, this is it. Look at my... Oh shit, hold on. This is my look at my dislike ratio on this.
Yeah.
It's got 2 likes, 7 dislikes. And people are fucking going mental about this. They were, because I said this, I genuinely said that it was just trash, this song, and it is. It's terrible. There's nothing good about it. But I found it really funny because they were just hating on me for it. These fans were just instantly being like, "Oh, you don't know shit." And the thing is, they were trying to say that you have to be into dancing to understand it. But sorry, I wasn't reviewing a dance choreography. I was reacting to music and how good the music was as music, not how good the music was as a dance backing track. I was reacting to how good that song was as a song, and it was crap. And the thing is, I even think as a dance track is crap. The beat's not interesting. The beat doesn't even change or do anything interesting. It was just terrible. So once again, fuck you NSG fans who are defending it for no reason. There you go.
And I'm here as well, so you can hate on me as well because I want the attention.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Okay, well that's music. Games, TV, movies.
Go on, your choice.
Let's do TV.
Daddy-o.
Okay. Do you want to start with some TV that you've hated,
I've not really hated
or
anything.
something that you've not liked, or something?
What's Game of Thrones were this year, weren't it? The ending one.
Yes.
I mean, well, you all know my fucking opinions on that.
And if you don't, check out the
go
other
check
podcast.
out the Game of
alright?
Thrones episode. Jesus Christ! You know what? I really enjoy that show.
You know what, Judd? I have to interrupt you briefly to mention our sponsors. No one's our sponsors, but what I do need to mention is what I do need dementia. No, I have to mention that you can get this podcast on Spotify and Apple Music and all the other cool kids streaming platforms. And check us out on twitch.tv/gamesbadly. That's where we do it live and we play games and stuff. We don't do it live,
You didn't say
We
this.
do this
you
live.
didn't say this on the last episode, so you need to say all that again to make up for it.
You can also check out the video version on More Jacob Fox on YouTube. Check out the links down below, and then make sure you go. What?
Go,
Go, Power
don't be
Rangers!
leaving me on a hang. Yeah.
Don't leave me on a hanging rope, please.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Okay, carry on with whatever
I
stupid
don't
shit
think
you were
any.
saying.
I don't think any TVs piss me off. Really, I have not.
Other than Game of Thrones.
Yeah, obviously, apart from Game of Thrones, no, that's a movie. No, I don't think so. I don't really watch it. The only TV that I've been watching and loving this year is I've been watching stuff on Netflix, and
Yeah.
I rewatched. Oh shit! I can talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender because you said that. I've been rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender and Breaking Bad, and with I don't know. I guess with Breaking Bad first, there's just because I watched it when I was about. I think I started it when I was about 13, 14.
Really?
Yeah, so, and then I probably finished it when I was about... I probably got through it all when I was 14, because I can't remember when it ended. I think it was 2013 it ended. And so I watched it all when I was 14. And most of the time, I was just agreeing with what Walt did. Like, pretty much all the time. Now watching it back, because I'm a bit older and I understand, like, situations more, like family dynamics and stuff like that, I can see where Skylar's coming from a lot of the time. Not all the time, she's still a bit of a cunt. I can understand where she's coming from a lot of the times. I can understand Jesse's motives a lot. I fucking love Jesse rewatching it again. He's pretty much my favourite. No, sorry, I tell a lie. Mike's my favourite because Mike's a fucking badass. So there's so many... Rewatching it, there's so many nuanced things that I missed before. There's so many great shots. The storytelling is fantastic, and obviously, I think overall, Breaking Bad is my favourite television show of all time. I think
it's the second best TV show ever.
What do you think the best one is?
For overall, for everyone, in the same way that I think Bohemian Rhapsody is the best song of all time for everyone, and being completely general, as in you have to the quality of it,
everyone.
the quality of it, like age range, genders, and all of that sort of thing, and through the ages, like how it's held up and all that sort of thing. I think Stranger Things is the only thing that does beat Breaking Bad, and literally it's only because it's more accessible for a younger audience than Breaking Bad is. So it just caters to more people, really. That's the only thing I think it just puts it a tiny step above.
With the tension and the characters and the shots and the plots, Breaking Bad just has Stranger Things beat.
It doesn't, but that's fine. They're both just as good quality-wise, I would say. To be honest, I think Stranger Things is a little bit better quality because the last season of Breaking Bad is just unnecessary. But I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. But it was
rewatching it, I really like the last season.
It's fine,
Bad.
But it's not. It doesn't click. It's disjointed. It's a bit weird.
The thing is. The last season of Breaking Bad really is about Walt finally getting caught and like them getting him, because Walt has to get caught. He can't be allowed to get away with it.
Why?
Because that's the whole thing of it. It's his destruction. It's his fall, and it's him becoming the bad guy. So he needs to get caught in the end. It's just it's what ties everything up. It's what motivates Hank. It's what destroys the family. It's what takes Jesse from being some sort of fucking arsehole kid and turn him into a murderer and a monster. So I just feel like the last season is necessary for Walt to finally get what's coming to him.
I don't think that's necessary. I don't think he has to get caught.
I do. I feel like to tie it all up, Walt needs to get what's coming to him.
I do think, even if that's true, it was still a bit messy in that, like, when like the whole thing with Gus and that had ended, he was like the big guy, and they just like sort of tacked on another one so we could have this ending essentially, like another sort of enemy. And I don't know, it wasn't perfect, but anyway, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's obviously a brilliant show.
I love Breaking Bad.
I loved it as well. I thought it was great.
And then I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and again it's a similar thing. Just watching that again when I'm older. The last time I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'd watch it whenever I knew it was on.
Yeah.
I didn't watch every single episode. I'd watched about 80 to 90% of them.
Yeah.
I kind of missed out a load of the last season. which sucks because the last season the best one. But I should probably preface this with, I don't like anime. I don't. There's been a couple anime I've watched before. I've watched Sword Art Online, No Game No Life. I watched a bit of Dragon Ball Z with you, and that's pretty much
See, you
it.
say you don't like anime, but these aren't like the most popular animes.
Sword Art Online fucking is.
I guess,
But-
but
but,
they're not the ones that jump out to audience. Like for me, it's like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe
I guess.
Bleach.
I could. I tell you what. I kind of actually want to watch Naruto just to see what it's about. But
pretty good.
anyway, like
There's a lot of filler episodes in anime.
yeah, I've never fully been into anime. I've never just been an anime boy. But Avatar is just for what was a kids show, because it was a kids show, has some fucking fantastic storytelling, fantastically written characters. Zuko has one of the best character arcs ever, like, of all characters. Uncle Iroh's fucking literally giving out fantastic sage advice to this day. He's still pumping out that sweet sage
And
advice.
I think that's crazy because a lot of the time people think that kids don't appreciate good stuff.
Yeah.
And they definitely do. Like, just because you're younger,
I think they
and
appreciate
They
good-
might not
yeah.
understand that they're appreciating it, but they'll enjoy it more
Yeah,
still.
I definitely appreciated it when I was young, but now that I'm older, I'm appreciating it way more. And I've got through the whole thing, and I'm so sad it only had 3 seasons. I know
It only had 3 seasons.
Yeah,
It feels
'cause-
like it went on forever.
No, because I mean, obviously, Aang doesn't need to learn airbending anymore because he's already pretty much an airbending master. Season 1 was Book 1, which was Book of Water. Then there was Book 2, Book of Earth, and then there was Book 3, Book of Fire.
Right.
So it's that's pretty much it. I know this Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
I watched Legend of Korra when that came out. I watched through the entire first season and then stopped because I don't know. I just weren't feeling it.
Maybe I'll watch Avatar then.
I'm gonna find it all. I'm gonna rewatch all of Legend of Korra. But yeah,
It's on Netflix, Avatar.
it's the Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all on Netflix.
I might watch it then.
I'd rewatch. I would, because just it's fantastic.
Is there a
It's
lot of
fucking
filler
fantastic.
episodes though? Because I feel like that's an anime thing that they put
Yeah,
quite a few filler
I tell you
episodes
what,
in.
I can think of 4 just right now. About 4.
Right.
But
Because I find that in a lot of cases,
they,
there's smoke in here. Is it getting smoky? Like fire smoke?
I know. I can fucking smell that. I thought.
Yeah, it's like I feel like you need like a watching guide for most anime to skip all the fillers. You definitely do with Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, you definitely do. The joke is with anime is that they're called beach episodes, where basically all the characters just go, "Let's go to the beach."
Yeah.
And there is, I swear to God, there is an episode in Avatar: The Last Airbender called "The Beach," where
Yeah.
they go to the beach.
They literally do that in Fairy Tail as well.
Yeah. So it's and actually, that episode's fucking sick because it has some fantastic character development in it. Because it's, I think I might have pretty much forgotten about it, but I'm pretty sure the good guys like Aang, Zuko, Toph, Katara, I'm pretty sure they all go to the beach. But where the main fucking enjoyment in that episode comes from is that all the bad guys go to the beach as well. They go to their own beach
Okay.
thing. So Princess Asulo, Zuko, the girl that likes knives and is an edgy cunt, and the one that's really good at gymnastics that everybody wants to fuck.
Okay.
Everybody wants to fuck her. They all go to the beach as well in the Fire Nation.
Wait. How old is she?
I'm pretty sure she's legal. She's
Okay.
at least legal in this country.
Jeez.
Wipe some sweat off my brow. No, I'm 90% sure that she's legal, but
That's not a good sentence.
Anyway, so yeah, they go to the beach, and like towards the end of the episode, they all sort of come forth with like their motives and their reasons for how they are, and like they all gang up on Zuko on one bit, and it's like, what? Who are you angry at, Zuko? Who are you angry at? And he's like, I'm angry at myself, and you can hear the My Chemical Romance in the distance, but it's good, and it's really good character development. So
Well, that sounds fun. You've enticed me. Sounds like I might watch that show. I'm trying to think of like a show that I've really not liked.
I need another piss out of my
I don't
piss
like the idea of The Mandalorian and how you have to access that on Disney Plus and that. I just can't be arsed. I can't be arsed trying to, like, after Star Wars has been so bad, like, so often lately. The new Star Wars game seems good, though. I'm going to get that at some point. I don't know. The thing is with TV shows, if you start watching them... Sorry, I'm just stretching. If you start watching them and they're bad, you just turn them off. So it's like there's not really a problem. But so yeah, I can't really think of I keep burping. I'm so sorry. A bad TV show, but I'm trying to think of something that came out this year that I liked. Stranger Things, the latest season. Shows. Top. I'm googling top TV shows 2019. What the hell? Why did that sound effect play? See, Stranger Things is the only thing I can see. Black Mirror didn't even do that well this year. Those episodes were weirdly... They had like celebrities in and that, so I'm like, nah, I'm good. There's stuff like Watchmen and what's the other one? DC's Titans. That I'm not really into. Oh, that's one that I really did love actually. The Umbrella Academy. I really liked that. What? What's the matter?
I'm doing it. I'm making my sound.
I liked Umbrella Academy and End of the Fucking World.
Shit.
What?
I don't know about End of the Fucking World, but Umbrella Academy.
Why?
Shit.
You're not going to be able to explain why it's shit 'cause you're wrong. So go on.
I just
Why?
didn't like it.
You can't say it's bad then.
I can.
No. There's a difference between not liking something and thinking it's bad.
Have you ever heard of the First Amendment?
No.
Me neither.
No,
I just didn't enjoy. Do
you know what I mean though? Just because you didn't like it doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just joking. I didn't like it.
Well, you're one of the only ones. I really liked it. I thought it was dramatic as fuck.
A lot of people really liked it, and I just couldn't get into it.
Oh, Doctor Who, that's the one. That's the bad TV show this year.
That's the fucking bad one, yeah.
Oh, it's such a shame. They should have just ended it.
Oh, I tell you what, I've been really, really enjoying the new season of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
I truly thought I wouldn't. Like,
I don't like how they're releasing it. I want to see the full season at once, rather than it being like a traditional like release schedule. I like Big Mouth. I know you don't, but it's all right.
I've never found Big Mouth funny.
It's not like amazing. It's not like a laugh
Did you
my
know
ass
the
off,
new
but
season of Mr. Robot was out?
I don't care. I stopped watching it.
Did you?
It's shit, Judd. It's bad.
It is pretty.
It's just stupid and confusing for no reason.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Usually I try to defend the shows I like, but yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It just is.
And the thing is, you can still like it as long as you know that. You know what I mean? Like, you can know something's bad and still enjoy it.
Yes.
That's why I like pop punk so much. No, so yeah, TV, that's kind of my overview of that, really. Right, movies, Judd. What's a bad movie from this year?
I know there has been some, but I've just not watched any.
You've not seen any bad movies this year that have come out?
I'm trying to recall. Was Venom out this year? I mean, it wasn't terrible.
Venom was...
Was it?
Venom was last year, was it?
I didn't enjoy Captain Marvel so much.
Date.
I didn't think it
was last year.
It wasn't
Venom was alright anyway. It was okay. Captain Marvel was good.
I didn't even think it was good. I just thought it was average.
It was good, but nothing to shout about.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 29% and Metacritic gave it a 35%.
Venom, that is.
Yeah, that's Venom.
That is harsh. It doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, I think that's half.
I'd give it a 5 out of 10, maybe.
I'd give it like a 55%.
Yeah, I think that's about right. It's average.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd probably watch it again. It's just unnecessary. It's got one of the things I hate in films that's a trend of casting someone really famous for the sake of them being famous. There's not really an advantage to it.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. It's like I'm not seeing Eddie Brock when I'm watching Venom. It's Tom Hardy's turning into Venom.
See, thing is, I've never watched Tom Hardy in anything, I don't think. So, for me, I guess he could play Eddie Brock. because like I've never seen him in anything. But what have you seen him in before?
He's in all sorts.
Cray Twins movie.
Yeah, that was really good actually. I mean, he was Bane, I guess, but it's
When?
like in the Dark Knight Rises.
What the fuck was that? Was that Tom Hardy? I didn't know.
Yeah, he was Bane, and it's just kind of like
I had no idea.
it's
I
just
truly
kind of
had no
like a
idea.
famous actor. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, no, I
it's
know
like
he is, yeah.
we were on about Fantastic Beasts and how we saw Johnny Depp in that, and it's like, oh look, Johnny
Yeah.
Depp's there.
It's like why? Why you say?
It's like, speaking of
That could
terrible
have been
movies,
me.
right?
I could have done that.
When did Fantastic Beasts 2 come out? Fantastic
Why don't you
Beasts
just look up movies 2019?
2 release date.
No, 15th of November 2018.
yeah.
16th of November, sorry.
Bad movie though.
Just look up movies.
Tell you what,
2019.
I'll look up movies 2019.
Because I forget.
I know a bad
easily.
movie from this year. Stop playing those sound effects. A bad movie from this year is It, Chapter 2.
Okay,
Definitely.
you've got your one, mine's that one. So you talk about
Which one?
yours.
What, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah.
You've already talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah,
though.
I just thought it was really fucking boring.
I mean-
It's like nothing much went on. I saw there was that famous lady. I got to saw her feet, and I wanted to lick them. I'm right there with you. What's his face that does those movies?
Tarantino?
I get it. I'm just gonna
like-
say it.
It's just one of those films, one of those crappy, boring Oscar bait films.
Yeah, you know, because I saw it, and Tom was like, "Oh, it's about two people like in the acting business in Hollywood, and they at some point also get involved with the Charles Manson cult." And I thought, yeah, that sounds fucking sick, and it is 80%.
Thing is, if I heard that, I'd be thinking, why those two things? Those aren't very related.
I know, but
it's like
it sounds cool though, doesn't it? It sounds pretty cool.
not really.
I like the sound of that. Oh God,
That
who's-
phone call thing's happening again, where someone tries to ring me for half a second.
So I went to see it, and it was 80%. And obviously, you know, we both just saw his favourite movie of the year flash up for a second. Then
Oh, did we? All right.
we did.
I don't know if that's my. I don't think that's my
it's
favourite
my
movie of the
favourite
year.
movie of the year.
I wouldn't
and I'm
blame
gonna sound
anyone.
like such a.
We'll get on to. I think we'll just go through this list of movies.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, basically, I just thought it was boring. There was plot points that didn't need to be there, and there was a 5-minute, basically slaughter scene.
Right.
At the end, like there always is in Tarantino movies. That was cool. We knew it was going to be cool because, you know, it just is. Like, imagine the bit in Kill Bill
Yeah.
where she's fighting a load of people.
Yeah.
Dial it down to 5 people. It was basically as cool as that, you know. So
Right.
a 5 people thing.
So
of that.
not as good as Kill Bill. It's like
Yeah.
Kill Bill, but not as good.
Yeah, and also it only happened for 5 minutes.
I mean,
So
if
it's
you
like-
want that in a movie, just watch Kill Bill again.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, that was it. It was very slightly related to Charles Manson. Not at all, really.
It just sounds. I knew I wouldn't like that as well. And it's like there's a film on this list
But-
that's come up.
The cool thing about it was that we saw it on 30mm film reel, so it was really aesthetic, and also they played cool sort of like 70s adverts before the
Right,
movie.
okay.
So it was people saying, the refreshing taste of tobacco, you know, shit like that. So that was cool.
It'd be cool to see Joker on that film
Yeah, 'cause-
thing that they're doing at Parkway.
Yeah, because they're showing Joker on 70mm film reel. I really want to see it on
Really
that.
good. Right.
But I just want to say that when they were showing those adverts, there was a little advert saying, for smokers, we have designated seating area for people who would like to smoke during the movie. And there was an attendant stood next to me because I was on the end of the row watching it, and I looked up and I went, "Really?" I looked at him, he looked down and went, "No." I was like, "Oh." But that's
Right,
it.
let's go through this list of these movies. How many does it? Let's give
It's
like
a fair
a
few.
yeah. Let's do a quick comment on the ones that we've heard of. So The Irishman, apparently that's really long, too long.
I've heard it's really long and quite boring.
Yeah, makes sense. It's another Oscar bait bullshit film.
Yeah.
Frozen 2,
You've seen
better
it,
than
I've
expected, you know, actually. It's not bad. Normally
yeah.
Disney sequels are bad, but I actually quite enjoyed it. The main takeaway is there's a full-length 70s rock music video slaps in the middle of it. Christoph just breaks into being Bon Jovi for a bit.
Which to me sounds sick. I want to see it just because of that.
I loved it. It was fun. Not heard of Knives Out. Not
I've heard of
The
Knives
King.
Out. There's a lot of
Ford
famous
versus
people in it.
Ferrari is quite there's a lot of advert stuff on that, but that's just another Oscar bait bullshit film.
Avengers Endgame.
Wow, what a ride!
I cried 4 times, and Jake at one point had to look over at me and check I was okay. I was crying that
Yeah,
loudly.
because you literally whelped. You went.
Of course I did. Of course I did.
Honestly, that was a spectacle. Like that
Yeah.
was. It wasn't. That was not just a movie when we went to see it. That was a historical event.
Yeah. I've said to people, you know how we're still talking about Star Wars today. That's what when our generation has kids. That's what they're going to be
That's what
talking
Endgame
about,
will be.
and their kids are going to be talking about not just Endgame, the whole Avengers thing, the whole
thing
Marvels
is,
thing.
I'm not so sure because they're going too long. Probably they're probably like taking it too far. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like they're ever going to stop, and that's a problem. They need to have an end to it.
Okay, if I have kids, I'm showing them from the first Iron Man to Endgame. I'm making sure they watch it.
Well, I think that could be a good place to go. Right, just that bit. We'll see whether the rest of the films coming out are worth watching.
I suppose when they're coming out, they'll be like, but Dad, I want to go out with my friends and watch the Indian woman playing Captain Marvel. And I'm going to be like, you'll do no such thing! Beat him.
Charlie's Angels. Have you seen that advertised? The reboot of that.
Everybody says it's dog shit.
It must be. I saw it. I saw the cast, and it's just Ghostbusters all over again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like that's got to be terrible.
To be honest, I've not watched it, so I won't comment on it. But from the way they've acted themselves, because they've said basically it's men's fault for not enjoying women lead roles. But Captain Marvel, Wonder Woman, Alien.
It's just not
one of my favourite
not
movies
true,
of
is it?
all time, Alien, which I quote all the time when
Terminator with Sarah Connor.
Yeah,
It's like-
Terminator. Like,
there's
come
all
on.
sorts. There's so many good female characters. We just didn't
Get away from her, you bitch!
I think the reason it's almost hard to come up with a bunch of historical female strong leads and that in movies because there's so many. It's so commonplace. It's like if you said strong male leads right now, I'd go, I don't know, like Nathan Drake. That's not even a movie. You know what I mean? It's just there's so many. It's like which one do you want? Right. Speaking of terrible, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
Well, we've not seen it, have we?
I know, but it's not
Yeah,
looking
but
good,
oh
is
my
it?
god, that's going to be a
It's-
fucking whopper.
If that ends up being good, I will be so surprised.
I'll eat my fucking dog if that
There's
ends up
no
being
way.
good.
Right, Christmas podcast. I need to film Judd down in some more Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah.
So, what can we do that's novelty with this one? I don't know.
How about I jump? I almost hit my head then.
How about I bash my head
How about I
over?
bash my head open and fucking cave my skull in? I could try and jump out the window and do it.
Shut up.
Okay.
Okay.
I could poke my head through this thing. This incredibly expensive light.
No, don't do that. Don't put your head through that.
Okay.
How about there's a bunch of coats hanging on there. Put all of those on.
Okay.
And do it with that. Yeah, perfect. Why not? So this is a thing we've been doing today because basically
Dunno,
we've been
for
we're
retards.
stupid. We just think it's funny to we bought 3 gallons worth of Smirnoff Ice and we're trying to get through it and like film this stupid clip. It's time. So yeah, Jude's just getting ready for that. I'll go through some more of these movies. We can talk about them. Jumanji: The Next Level, the sequel to the Jumanji reboot.
Okay, I watched the first Jumanji reboot thing. It's okay.
Thing is,
It's alright.
I still wish they didn't though. Still wish they'd have just left it. You know,
Yeah, it didn't need to be, but it wasn't terrible. So
which is fine, but just leave it alone.
yeah.
This one's gonna be bad. That one's gonna be like, if the first Jumanji reboot thing was a 6, I can't see it being higher
but
than 6.
Danny DeVito's in it.
Then that one's going to be a 4 though. It's got to be.
Okay.
There's no way. You know, not even Danny DeVito can salvage that. It's going to be. It's just fate. Just put on about 3 coats
No,
right
this
now.
is my 4th. I'm finding it
Um,
very hard to move.
Speak-
Something might get ripped here, so
Please don't. They're very expensive, especially the last one you're going to put on.
Okay,
That flashy
tell you
one
what,
is
I'm
very
just gonna
expensive.
Put this one on and then leave it.
No, put all of them on. Just don't rip them.
Fuck, please. I can't move and I'm dying.
Just put all of them on. Do 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 do. So we've also got Terminator: Dark Fate, the latest Terminator movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
Just why didn't they just make 3 of them and leave it?
Yeah. And I watched those first 3 and I thought they were pretty good.
I've never seen Terminator. I'm not really interested in it at all, but I know that's terrible. I don't need to watch it. You can just see it from the trailer. The trailer, the thing that's supposed to make it look good, makes it look terrible. It's it's awful. Then we've got Last Christmas, that thing that's been advertised a lot. Have you seen that, Last Christmas?
Why is
The one with
Doctor
Emilia
spelled
Clarke
like
in.
that? Wait, sorry, go on. What?
That's
Last
how you
Christmas?
spell it. Last Christmas, have you seen that advertised?
No.
It's been advertised everywhere. It looks like your basic bitch Christmas rom-com. I know someone who's seen it. Apparently not. Apparently there's some weird plot twist where the guy's a ghost. It's
Okay, fair enough.
what the fuck? Judd, come on, put these coats on.
Jake, I promise you something
Put the
will rip.
fucking coats on. Judd.
Something will rip if I do
No,
this.
it won't.
I can feel
Do
circulation
this one next.
being cut
Do this
off.
one next.
Okay. Wait, why can't I do it? So is this the last one?
No.
Well then.
I want you to put that one on first so that it's less likely to rip compared to these ones because this is more expensive.
No, that's more likely to rip then.
What are the inner ones going to rip? Or are the outer ones going to rip?
Feels like the inner ones are gonna rip.
No. Just put them all on. Okay, then we've got Joker.
Unbelievable.
Brilliant movie.
Okay,
Amazing
the
movie.
best movie of 2019 for me.
We can't talk about it for that long because otherwise this podcast will be forever. But the Joker, amazing. Just see it. Watch it. I mean, I feel like that could be a historical
This joke
film
isn't
too.
even funny. Why am I putting all these coats on? Just do it. Just do it. It's not funny.
Put all the coats on, Judd.
No, I'm gonna.
Put the coats on, Judd.
No.
You're still putting them on.
Yeah, I want the flashy one on.
I want the flashy one on. Doctor Sleep.
I've not seen
Probably
it.
gonna be bad.
It's a sequel to Shining, and they should just leave it alone because Shining was fucking superb.
Yeah. Most Stephen King adaptations are bad as well. Most of them are.
Shining was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, Shining, the first It. Those are the only ones that come to mind.
Mist. The Mist
No.
movie.
Bad.
No, it was good.
Captain Marvel. Whew, yeah. 21 Bridges. That's
21
basic.
Pilots.
21 Pilots, the movie. 21 Bridges is Black Panther, but he's actually American this time.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Toy Story 4. Why not just leave
I've
it
not
at
seen
3?
it.
What else we got? Do we know any more of these? Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Come on now, you're just taking it too far. Far From Home, better than you would have thought. It was nice. Good film. What else we got? Zombieland Double Tap. That's coming out, isn't it?
The Lighthouse is
That's
pretty
exciting.
good.
It's Chapter 2. Ugh. Boring, bad. Meh. Gemini Man. Does Will Smith make good movies anymore?
No,
What else we got? Rocket Man.
not seen it.
Don't really care about movies like that.
I don't think Jojo Rabbit's out yet, but I really want to see Jojo Rabbit.
I don't know what that's about. But...
It is this little boy that's growing up in Nazi Germany, and Hitler is his imaginary friend. It is directed by that dude who I think he's South African or something. I can't remember.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, who directed Thor Ragnarok.
John Wick Chapter 3. Everyone seems to love John Wick, but the thing is, technically, the visual effects in it are actually quite bad.
I've not seen it.
Like the gun flashes and everything are just wrong. Alita Battle Angel.
Not seen it.
That were advertised a lot, and it's kind of like one of those films. I think I've not seen it either, but I guess it's okay. War. Huh. What is it good for?
Can we do
Absolutely
this? I'm
nothing.
dying. I'm dying.
No, just give me a sec. We're nearly here. Look, Rambo: Last Blood. Why?
Okay, yeah. El Camino. I watched it. Completely fucking unnecessary.
Was it good though? Because the last season of Breaking Bad was unnecessary, but you still thought that was good.
It's all right. I mean, I'd just see it.
Is it worth watching if you like Breaking Bad?
No.
Okay. All right then.
Like there was a little he was at a convention or something, that the guy who wrote it, and basically they said, because one of the final shots of Breaking Bad is Jesse riding away in a car laughing.
Yeah.
And they said, where does he go after that? Where did Jesse go? And he said he drove towards a better life, and that's all he needed. Jesse rode towards a better life. That's it. That's That's perfect. So there's this whole movie.
If you're watching this live, right? If you're watching the video version or you're watching live, this is ridiculous. Jim's wearing like 10 coats.
So it's like that movie is just him. It continues on from him riding away, laughing like a crazy person, and then there's a whole bunch of filler, and then the villain, if you want to fucking call him that, is just
call him that.
He is so insignificant. You do not. I will not even tell you because it does not matter. But
if you're not that into Breaking Bad, then if you don't find it too precious,
don't watch it.
Still don't watch it.
Just don't watch
I thought that if you're not too into it, you might just find it as fun as the series.
No, because if you don't watch it, then there's definitely no point to watch it because it's just like.
No. I don't mean if you don't watch Breaking Bad. I mean if you're like me, where you watched it and kind of enjoyed it, but you're not that serious about it.
Just don't watch it.
It's just not even worth watching.
It's not worth.
Okay, let's get this dumb Smirnoff Ice joke over with, and then we can finish this damn podcast.
Fuck me, I'm boiling.
Hurry up, then. Get on one knee. Propose to me. You little hoe. Wait, move back a bit. Move back. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. This thing. Ready? Go. Okay, There we go. Nice glugging sounds. Right, take those. Take your clothes off. Take the coats off. You can just chuck them on the floor. Right, so I've pulled up video games from 2019.
Yes.
I think we can comment on those for a while. First thing that comes up is the new Star Wars game, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Seems pretty good from what people have said.
From what I've seen, it seems pretty linear. I don't care too much about what's going on, but there is one bit in it. One bit where Vader shows up. And
oh yeah, of course he does.
Yeah, but he comes for you, but the thing, he comes on you. It's like chasing you, and you can try to attack him, but he just immediately deflects it and then like kills you. So you have to run from him. So it's this really fucking scary chase scene of you running through all these corridors, and as you'll be running, panels will just start being pulled up, and it's just from Vader just like casually using the Force.
Yeah.
And it's honestly scary. And I think that's fantastic, because it's like, the main character in this, there's no way he'd stand a chance against Vader.
Yeah.
No way. And it perfectly encapsulates that, because you just have Vader relentlessly following you.
It sounds great. To be honest, it looks exactly like the type of game I would like. People have described it as kind of like Star Wars Dark Souls, so I hope it's not as hard as Dark Souls. But it does, like, I love linear story games. I love them. I feel like it's the type of thing that you don't get anymore since, like, the PS2 era. Yeah. And I love them, and I wish there'd be more of them. So it sounds good to me. I'm glad, because it did look good from the trailers and that. Right, just talk about something for a little bit while I go piss.
I also need to piss.
Why are your burps so bad?
I don't know.
Talk about your burps, dude. Why not?
I have nasty burps. Also, you farted.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you have in this seat. I can feel it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I've seen bits of the... Wait, did you want me to talk about games or just... You are the one I want. Hoo, 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 honey. Yeah, I guess Modern Warfare, I've played a bit of the online. It's pretty good. I like it. I like the online. I get angry at it, but I get angry at all games, so that's fine. The story, I've seen little missions from the story.
Did you actually buy that game?
I didn't buy it. I played it at Tom's house.
Oh, okay.
So, it's pretty fucking good.
I mean,
I didn't like the last one.
They seem to have gone back to what actually made Call of Duty games good, so that's...
I didn't like the last one. Black Ops 4 was the last one, I think, and
Who cares
it
anymore?
just... It was too quick. It was too fast for me.
Right.
Like, there was just something about it that... It was too quick, and it annoyed me.
Thing is with this one, right? It looks good, looks great, fine. But why did it have to be Modern Warfare? Why did you have to pick Price again? Well, just make something new and interesting.
Because Price is fucking sick, and I love
I
Price.
know it's cool, but the Modern Warfare trilogy had a great story. You could have just left it alone and
Yeah, it did. And
why
I
don't you
think
make
this
some
is a
other cool
reboot.
characters?
I think it's a reboot, is it?
Don't think so. I think the story's different. I think it might be a prequel, if anything.
No, it's I'm pretty sure it's set like nowadays. So
It can't. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
Outer Worlds.
okay,
Seems pretty
all
good.
right.
People like that
I
a lot.
bought the Outer Worlds.
Right.
I played it for a bit. I enjoyed it, and then as I was getting to like where it's just ramping up, my motherboard short circuited.
Right. So we don't really know.
I don't know the end, but from what I've seen about it, there's some really funny dialogue options. Like
Is it like a Fallout Borderlands hybrid type thing? That's what the vibe I get.
it's more like, because it's the people who made New Vegas. It's Obsidian, not Bethesda, and it's got. I actually wouldn't say it's like New Vegas. I'd say it's its own thing, because the dialogue is just funnier, and the story seems to be like funnier and more immersive, and it seems pretty good. A lot of people are complaining because it's very short. Apparently, somebody has speedrun the entire game in like 2 hours, so
Yeah.
it's pretty fucking short. But
That's not too bad, though.
it's fun, and there's a lot of character customization abilities in it. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Sounds like
from
the
what
type
I've
of
played,
game I would like.
I've enjoyed it. So
Borderlands 3. Really
sick,
good. Really
it's
good.
fucking sick. I love Borderlands 3.
I will say, like, a tiny bit disappointing. Just a tiny bit. It didn't fully live up to the hype that I'd got in my head.
disappointed at all.
It's not. I've come to the conclusion that it's not as good as Borderlands 2.
Yeah, but I wasn't disappointed that it wasn't as good, because for some, like, Borderlands 2 for me, there was something about it that just it still has me playing it today. I
Yeah.
still fucking play Borderlands 2 today. Borderlands 3, I'm not playing it as often, but I feel like the time when I've gone through it, I have enjoyed that first playthrough more than I enjoyed my first playthrough of Borderlands 2.
I just think that's because it's fresher in your mind.
Maybe, but
Seriously, I definitely enjoyed my first playthrough of 2 before over 3.
I feel like Borderlands 2 has way more replayability. than
Way more.
Borderlands 3.
I think the problem was, the two tiny criticisms of Borderlands 3 that make it not as good as 2 is the charisma wasn't quite there as much as in 2. You're right. What the fuck is this? He's going for a wee, that's fine. The charisma wasn't quite as good as in 2. But the other thing is, there's no endgame content like in Borderlands 2. There's stuff like the like Terramorphous and a bunch of like raid bosses and other stuff to do that's kind of like you're only able to do when you've gone through the whole story and you like have learnt the game very well and you've leveled up your character and that. And there's none of that in Borderlands 3, which I don't really like, and I don't know, it could be a little better, but literally those are my only two tiny problems with it that make it not as good as 2, but still a brilliant game. And if Borderlands 2 is a 9 out of 10, Borderlands 3 is like an 8.5, maybe like an 8. So, yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield, not played it, might do, I've got a Switch, don't know, can't really comment much on Pokemon. There's been a bunch of controversy about, like, the animations and things like that, and the models, because they wanted to get them really good and cut a bunch of Pokemon for it, but turns out they just didn't even do that. So, I don't know. Death Stranding, terrible game apparently.
Oh, don't even get me fucking started on Death Stranding.
Have you played Control? I don't know what that is.
I've never even
Sekiro?
heard of
Have you played that? It's a Dark Souls. I've not played any Dark Souls games because I know I'm not going to like them.
Yeah,
like, it's the type of thing where I can say, that is good, but I'm not going to like it.
I don't like Death. I don't like Death Stranding. I also don't like Dark Souls. I've seen people play Sekiro. It looks sick. It looks really cool. It looks like the creators put a lot of effort into it. It seems like the story's great. I just won't like it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mortal Kombat 11, fight, nice, cool, hoo
Yeah.
hoo.
Ooh, bang,
that's
ooh,
it.
ooh.
Gears 5.
Shit.
Okay. Resident Evil 2.
Good.
Pretty sure there's been more of those than 2.
Yeah, it's a reboot of 2, but I played it. I only did the Leon campaign, which I believe is... I did Leon Story A, which if you play. You'll not know what I'm talking about when I say Leon Story, but I did Leon Story, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty. I didn't play the Resident Evil 2 when it first came out, but I played this, and you know what? I still got to do the Claire. Is it Claire? I can't remember.
Okay. I didn't even play the original one.
But anyway, it was pretty good, and I enjoyed it.
Good.
So.
A lot of people seem to like that. Yeah. Have you ever played any of the Metro series?
No, but Exodus is supposed to be shit. So.
Okay. The Metro series seems like it could be good, but I don't know. Shenmue 3. It's
Shenmue 3.
It's like a HD remake type of thing. I don't really care.
I will forever make fun of anybody that plays Kingdom Hearts because you're all a bunch of fucking degenerates and I hate you.
It is a dumb concept.
Listen to this. I hate you. That is what you are.
So I went to open the window. Days Gone.
What?
Days Gone? Have you not heard of that?
Where?
I saw the advert. I saw the advert and I was like,
is that the
maybe.
zombie one? Is that where like there's loads and loads of zombies?
Yeah.
That looked cool.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
Don't really know anything else. Yeah. Apex Legends, best game 2019.
That didn't come out 2019.
No, I know.
They're only putting that because
it's just showing me it to cater to what I like. I have really enjoyed playing Apex. It's been great.
Yeah.
Crash Team Racing Nitro. I just don't really care. I just play the normal one. These remakes. I thought I would be into them, and I'm just not. Tom Clancy's The Division 2. I've not played that.
Did that come out this year? I thought that was the previous year.
Rage 2 came out this year.
Not played it. Apparently, it's really good.
I honestly don't. I don't believe that.
Or not even. Sorry, not really good. Just good.
I don't think it'll be good. I went back and tried to play through the first Rage, right? Because people said it was kind of like, either like
Fallout, Borderlands.
Yeah, and it kind of is, but a lot worse.
Okay.
Like literally.
Okay.
It came out in basically the same year as one of those, or something like that, or it came out in a certain year where it shouldn't have been as bad as it was.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people aren't still talking about it, and I feel like with a game like that, people should still be talking about it, so...
Yeah. Luigi's Mansion 3, nice. I mean...
I didn't play it, but you know who did? My little brother Dalton. How about we call him and ask for his opinion?
No. The thing is, I think Nintendo's got a bit of a problem in that they don't have AAA games, really, do they? Like, no one gets really hyped for Nintendo games.
Smash Bros.
Oh, Smash Bros, yeah, maybe Smash Bros. Devil May Cry 5... / I don't know.
Yeah, / cry,
probably 5.
devil.
FIFA 20.
Yeah,
there's still footballs in that game.
Yeah, I tell you what, they are still playing football in that fucking
Need for
game.
Speed Heat. That's not Forza. NBA 2K20.
That's not WWE.
That's not WWE. Mario Maker 2 can still make things.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Anthem.
Yeah.
That looked kind of like it could be good, and apparently wasn't.
I tell you what, I just love power armor in anything, like in Fallout, Warhammer 40k, obviously. So when I saw Anthem, I'm like, whoa, a big power armor game? Fuck yeah. And then I saw him playing it, I was like, oh no. Maybe not. Maybe not with that one.
Judd, tell me about Untitled Goose Game, because I know that kind of like blew up a bit. I never played it.
I tell you what, 18-year-old girls love it.
Oh. That's the weirdest review.
I tell you what, I swear to God, that is the purest review you'll get for this game, because it's I tell you what, it's fun for the first 2 hours, and that's it. Because you're being an annoying goose. You're going up to people, you're honking, and then you're picking stuff up and walking away. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I think it's single player. But it's literally annoying people the game. And that's why 18-year-old girls fucking love it.
I feel like it just gives me Goat Simulator vibes. You know, that sort of weird zany thing.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's kind of cute, the way it's drawn, and the way you do stuff. It's pretty cute. But that's it.
All right,
fine. There's not much substance there, you know.
Far Cry New Dawn. Don't care. Far Cry 5 is terrible, so, you know. It really pissed me off how bad that game was. Really annoyed me. It shouldn't have been. That was a great setting. They could have done it brilliant, but it was just bad. Monster Hunter World's big fan base. Seems like it might be good. Don't know.
I
Not
played
played
the
it.
Monster Hunter on the PSP, and
Yeah,
I
I
couldn't
did.
get super into it. I know
It's fighting big monsters. I liked
you
it.
liked it. I remember.
I didn't
you
get
really...
super into it. I just liked fighting big monsters. That's all I did.
I just couldn't
like
get into
Dauntless,
it. I
isn't it?
liked watching the cats cook stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
Crackdown. Have you ever played the Crackdown series? Seems like that might be.
No,
might be
I
fun.
didn't play I didn't play any of the Crackdowns.
What else we got on here? Anything interesting?
Wolfenstein Youngblood. Who fucking cares? Who cares?
Oh my god, they do baseball video games.
Jesus.
What the hell?
A Plague Tale, Innocence Lost. The story looked pretty cool, and the gameplay looked kind of cool. That's all I got to say on that. I didn't play it.
Not many very interesting games came out this year at all.
Yeah.
I think, like, probably the most interesting would be Borderlands 3, maybe the new Pokemon games.
Which one would you say made the biggest sort of, like, had the biggest stir, like, made the biggest ripple across the internet? Because I'd say Death Stranding made the biggest
I
ripple.
don't know.
And
I think Pokemon Sword and Shield has just as much controversy about it compared to Death Stranding. I think Borderlands 3 probably did just because it's the most popular out of all of these.
I'd say Death Stranding's more popular than Borderlands 3.
No. I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, that's our sort of review talk about a bunch of shit that happened in the previous year. Merry Crimbus, everyone. And a happy Halloween.
Yeah.
And a happy New Vegas.
Yeah.
And a happy,
Yippee-yay,
and a happy Fallout
there'll
4.
be no wedding bells for today.
And a Merry David. And a merry-go-round.
And degenerates like you belong on a cross. That's from New Vegas.
Oof.
New Vegas.
Well, I think probably the weakest part of our podcast is the ending. Like, every time. Every time it's terrible.
It's because we never want to end it because we love doing this podcast so much.
Oh, that's so fucking wrong. Right, well, that's the Christmas one. It wasn't particularly Christmassy. We tried to do some themed Christmassy
It was more
talk.
like a New Year'sy one, weren't it, really?
Yeah, I mean, I like to do a rundown of the past. I get very nostalgic at Christmas, and I'd like to watch, like, old stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, thanks for listening or watching or whatever. And, yeah, like and subscribe or whatever. I don't know. You might be on Spotify. Can you like and subscribe on that? If you can, do it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay. You got anything else to add, Judd?
I don't know, just like if you're a
Although they only make up 30%
yeah,
of the
yeah,
population. No, goodbye.